Welcome back to Kevin McNally's SuccessWithVisionLoss.com. So, lots of things come along with losing your sight, whether you're at the beginning stages, the middle stages, or perhaps the advanced stages of vision loss. One of the startling statistics when it comes to vision loss is that people suffering from vision loss, low vision, have a twice as likely chance to suffer from depression. Twice as likely. Rates of depression are twice as high, double for people with low vision. It doesn't mean that people will automatically be depressed if they have vision loss, but the rates are that much higher. And so one way to fight against depression, or at least do your best to keep a positive attitude, is to recognize the humor in vision loss and in any other area of your life that you can. But when it comes to me, and it comes to this, I want to talk about some of the humorous things that do happen when you have vision loss. In my house, we keep our TV and component controls in a mason jar, like this. And here are the remote controls. So this is sitting next to the couch on a table right there next to the couch. And frequently at night when I watch TV, the lights are off, or it's very dark, or it's at least very dark to me. But the remote controls are in here. So during a show, I, of course, would have the remote controls either in my hand or near me on the couch. No, I'm not a remote control freak, but I often have the remote controls. And of course, pet peeve, all remote controls are usually black, which are very difficult for people with low vision like me. Sometimes it's very difficult to find them on the couch or other places. But I don't want to digress too much. So, we keep the remote controls in our handy-dandy mason jar. The other night, I was finishing up a program right before bedtime, and I took the remote controls and I leaned over, like I always do, to the side table to put them back in the handy-dandy mason jar. However, what I didn't notice, because I couldn't see it, or apparently I didn't remember either, was that I had brought in a nice glass of lemonade. And the lemonade was probably 3/4 of the way up. So what I did was I quickly dropped the remote controls into the container that I always drop them in, I thought, and went to bed. The next morning, when I came down and wanted to start the TV on, turn the TV on to watch the news quickly, I wondered why when I pulled the remote controls out of its mason jar, which is not a mason jar, why they immediately started dripping. I realized I had put them in the jar of lemonade. We promptly broke into laughter, and eventually it was something we had to deal with and order new remote controls. But it's funny things like these that you have to recognize and you have to laugh at. Yes, it's frustrating. Yes, it's frustrating to spend money on fixing your remote controls. But there still is a lot of humor to be had in these types of events. And they happen all the time. All the time. It's just one example of what living with vision loss is like. So now I'm very careful and I try to keep my lemonade far away from our remote control mason jar. Just one of those ideas. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm Kevin McNally, SuccessWithVisionLoss.com. And this is my 5 Minutes with a Blind Guy series. Oh, and if you're wondering where the flames are, let's see if we can do this. Hereby command the flames. Pretty nice, huh? I have the power. But today we're not going to be dealing with the flames too much, so, and here we are again. So thank you very much. Please subscribe, share, do everything you can to get the word out. Living with vision loss doesn't have to be terrible. It can be funny. It's our job to recognize it. Have a great day.